These are my audience members. Imagine living inside a locked closet without any control over any part of your life. You can't choose when you're going to eat, or perhaps if you'll ever receive another meal again. You can't even decide when the lights go on and off. Think about spending your entire life like this, a prisoner, even though you've committed no crime. This is life for an animal in a laboratory. U.S. laws allow animals to be burned, shocked, poisoned, isolated, starved, drowned, addicted to drugs, and brain damaged. No experiment, no matter how painful it is, requires painkillers. Even when alternatives to the use of animals are available, the law does not require them, and often they are not used. If you guys are against animal abuse, that's what animal testing is. The harmful use of animals in experiments is not only cruel, but also often ineffective. Not only are time, money, and animals' lives being wasted, but effective treatments are being mistakenly discarded, and harmful treatments are getting through. Today, I'd like to talk to you about how cruel and ineffective animal testing is and some possible solutions to help stop animal testing. Most of the human diseases animals are being tested for aren't even effective when tested on humans. Innocent animals are being tortured and killed to find cures for diseases that often aren't even ineffective when being tested on animals. If there are other ways to find cures and test diseases, why are we torturing and killing innocent animals? Despite the use of over 115 million animals in experiments globally each year, only 46 new medicines were approved in 2017 by the U.S. FDA. Many of these are only for rare diseases. The U.S. drug industry invests $50 billion per year in research, but the capital rate of new drugs is the same as it was 50 years ago. Only 6% of 4,300 international companies involved in drug development have registered a new drug in the U.S. FDA since 1950. There are other ways to test and find cures for diseases other than torturing and killing animals. Animal testing is wrong, cruel, and needs to be stopped. Because animal tests are so unreliable, they make human trials even riskier. The National Institutes of Health has noted that 95% of all drugs that are shown to be safe and effective in animal tests fail in human trials because they don't work or are dangerous. Animals that are infested with diseases that they would never normally contract. Tiny mice grow tumors as large as their bodies. Kittens are purposely blinded. Rats are made to suffer seizures, and primate skulls are cut open and electrodes are implanted in them. Experimenters force-feed chemicals to animals, conduct repeated surgeries on them, implant wires in their brains, crush their spines, and much more. After enduring these terrifying, painful procedures, animals are then dumped back into their cage without any painkillers. They don't know if they will be dragged back out for an injection, a blood withdrawal, a painful procedure, a surgery, or even death. No animals are safe from experimentation. Primates, dogs, rats, mice, rabbits, pigs, fish, and cats are just a few of the animals who are routinely used in these experiments. The sad part is, the animals that endure this torture have no say in any of it. They are helpless, innocent animals that are being tested for diseases that aren't even effective in most cases. I'm sure most of you would consider your animals family and wouldn't want anything bad to happen to them. So what's the difference between your animals and the animals being tested in these experiments? There are so many ways you can help stop animal suffering in animal testing. You can buy cruelty-free products. The less cruelty products you buy, the less animals that are going to be tortured and killed making them. You can educate others about animal testing and show them proof about what animals endure and go through in the process. You can write letters, make phone calls, post to social media. Get your word out. You can also donate to sciences, doctors, and to help advance their research and training without hurting animals. Wouldn't it be lovely to know that even after you're gone, you can still help animals? You can see that animal testing is cruel, often ineffective, and morally wrong. Buying cruelty-free products, educating others about the cruelty of animal testing, and donating to scientists and doctors to find other methods, other than hurting animals, can help stop animal suffering altogether. If you start buying cruelty-free products, you will help and even save animals' lives. Educating others about the truth behind animal testing and the ineffectiveness of it can make others see what animals go through and how wrong it really is. Donating to scientists and doctors who are looking for other ways to test diseases other than on animals will have a huge advantage and can potentially save thousands of animals' lives. If nothing continues to be done about animal testing, more animals are going to lose their lives. Let alone, most of the testing they do on animals is ineffective and inconclusive when tested on humans. As you can see, animal testing is wrong and often ineffective, and it needs to be stopped. I've told you about the ineffectiveness of animal testing, the torture and physical abuse animals endure during the animal testing process, and some possible solutions to help animals. Imagine if it was your animal being tested on and physically and mentally tortured. What would you think about animal testing then? Don't you want to help put a stop to animal testing altogether? With your help, I believe we can.